I do this thing where I take a second and I'm just quiet. The energy I put out is like, you know what's best for me. You know?
In regards to like the universe or God or like the divine.
Just whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Life. Like, just take a moment and like, have at it, you know? I feel like this was all new for a long time, you know, like learning to be in one place and buying a property and living in the cabins and then moving into a property that felt more like a real house. And I feel like I'm on the edge of doing something, doing something wildly different again. I don't know what it is and I don't know when it'll hit me, but I know I go through cycles of changing, like when I get comfortable with things, which like I've talked about flying and I've talked about, you know, doing classes and stuff, but I think I need a big adventure, like a big new thing for a while. The only thing really keeping me from doing anything is my mice. Which feels so silly, but I'm like, I don't know, they have such short lifespan, you know, like you just, I don't know, pets are hard, man. I didn't know. That's why I've never gotten a dog, but this mouse fell into my lap, so. I need a big discomfort. I get really uncomfortable being comfortable. I used to feel that more acutely, like in shorter spurts, you know? Like I would get comfortable really fast with things, and then I needed new big change all the time. Like that's why I was always traveling. And now, I think as I've gotten older, I've settled into being, like I've leaned into it, and I'm okay being comfortable, but I think I'm feeling that, like, complacency of like I want to be uncomfortable again.
Are you ready?
Ready. So ready. So sweaty. I think I need to put the new roll in. How many photos on here? No. That was it. That was the last shot. I don't know. For me, I've lost a lot of the caring about what other people think. I always thought that was kind of you know, your parents say like, oh, as you get older, you're gonna stop caring about what people think. And you're like, there's no way. I'm so insecure. And then every year, every day, I notice myself doing things out in public that I'm like, wow, I would have never done this before. But you just, yeah, there's something so light about, you just lose I don't know what that is. You lose something every day in a good way. Like your ego, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Everything's just less embarrassing because everybody's just another little human being running around the world, I guess. I don't know.
I think if it worked right with the right person, it would be probably the deepest love you could find. 'Cause that's a scary space in most traditional relationships. Like, you can't say, I think I have a crush on my coworker. Like, that would spark a huge argument, or like a really horrible feeling in the other person, and probably negativity and anger and spitefulness, and so to like open up a conversation like that for the first few times, and you have to be met with like that okayness, you know. And then you find that space where you're like, oh no, I can talk to this person about anything, and it's not going to turn into this ugly argument. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with like traditional relationships. It's just not. Like, obviously that's what most people want, but yeah, to each their own. Oh my God. Just around the riverbed.
I love 30. I love 30. I was really happy to turn 30. It feels very relaxing. You have the pressure off of turning 30, you know? Like, I feel like there's a huge buildup that everybody kind of, the older in your 20s you get, the more panicky everybody gets. Like, it feels like this building tension. And then you turn 30 and you're like, oh, I'm literally just the same person, but with less care, I guess. Like, I'm just gonna be the same person the rest of my life internally. You know, like, your body gets older, but you just get to keep building on your insides. I hold on to things really loosely. I learned that through modeling, actually, which is kind of funny. I really did a lot of mental work at that time, because it's just rejection over and over and over. So I would go into everything just with this like looseness of, it's not gonna happen, you know? And I am happy with where I am right now, and it doesn't matter if I don't get it, because all that matters is that I end up in the same space as I am right now. If you get it, it's just a happy bonus, right? But if you're happy with where you are at the moment, you can't, like, rejection doesn't do anything. You can't become less because you can just be where you are. I kind of get the same question too when people are like, well, okay, but what if YouTube stops working? Or what if, you know, the internet breaks and you don't have this job anymore? It's like, I was happy before this. And so I know I've tried to retain this same, like, every decision I make is very is this something I would do if no one was watching? And so if no one's watching, I'll be doing the same things, you know? So I can't come down, really.
That's disgusting. Wow. We'll do this again. Look at one thing.
Because as like sure as I feel about the way I feel, it gets lonely, you know? And like that doubt creeps in where you're just like, maybe I just like let go of this idea, you know? And I just, like, what happens if I just like give myself over to like just being, I don't know, just like being with someone and that's it, you know? But then there's there's a part of me that just like rejects that idea so hard because it also just scares me to, it just feels like I'm gonna have to give up some of the things that I love, you know, like I love the way I live my life when I'm just with me. Like I love working from, I love and hate working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., you know? And like I love being able to just go spend a week with friends whenever I want, or I love being able to like not be responsible for anyone else's emotions. Or like there's such a push and pull between the like love of being with myself and also the loneliness sometimes, but I feel like balancing everything is like my eternal question. I think a lot of people will feel a tinge of loneliness and they'll try to find something to substitute it when you can just feel the loneliness and get through it and find space with yourself and realize that you're enough to fill that. I go through some of like the worst times of my life, and I still would never take them out of my life because they're the whole picture, you know, they're everything that makes me, and I love who I am, you know, like I love where I'm at, and I would not be who I am if I didn't go through all of the like super dark, terrible, awful lows that I've been through. And that's also what makes the highs that much better.
Oh, I love you seeing me struggle and then you turn on the camera. You're like, this is good content. I'm over it, too. Alright. Did I get that right in the mic?
You did, it's good.
Is it on?
Alright, start.
Let's blow this popsicle stand. Hate what you can't have. Whoa. Oh, that's my meeting.
Oh, jeez, yeah, we're gonna do another.
I'm late. I don't have any service to tell them that I'm gonna be late, so. What else would you like to know? I'm gonna ask you some questions. Taylor, I'm gonna set up the camera later and I'm gonna point it at your face, probably like a foot away.